Coming up,
there's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in LA?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in LA. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Los Angeles, they have it to Danny Green. Clippers have got it.
Now push it. Let's attack and transition so we can build this lead.
Paul George to Beverly. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Across the timeline comes James. They trail by 7. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Beverly. Now that's a contest. Danny Green to James. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams. Into the game for the Lakers,
Caldwell Pope.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
LA Clippers with the basketball. With a drop step. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma to Davis. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Backcourt. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Can't connect from in close.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Strong finisher, Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Runner's good there.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
George. Textbook defense. Cousins to James. counted at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Williams to Beverly. Gets it in the right corner. Kyle Kuzma with a piece. Backcourt violation is called. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 7, JaVale McGee. And number 10, Jared Dudley.
James, and they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Caldwell Pope. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Leonard.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. LeBron with it up top. Down 6. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time to count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops, but boy, was that fun to watch.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
Patrick Beverly. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. LBJ has it. Oh, emphatic slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
For 3, can't connect. LeBron into the front court. Down 4. 4-3. Not going down here. Leonard. That one off the mark. It's no good. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Kawhi Leonard rejects it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Paul George with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Danny Green.
Shoot it!
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
George. Rebound LeBron. JaVale McGee to Danny Green. Missed a wide open look. LeBron James, 4 out of 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Davis. Has a look. Anthony Davis. That's 3 now on 4 shots. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Williams into the front court. His team up by 1. To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range, and Kawhi Leonard good on the quick release there.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To the rim, lays it up and in. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Davis. Can't slam it down. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
George. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Davis. And the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Tough shot. Well defended. To Davis. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Cashes in for 2. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
James into the front court. Down by 1. Davis to James. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Curling inside to Kyle Kuzma. The pass set it all up. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. Intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the 3rd quarter. Beverly into the front court. His guys now down by a point. And Paul George nails it from downtown.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
George. Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Hits the second. One more coming. Hits all 3 free throws. LeBron James with the rock. Here comes the screen. LeBron against Paul George. And he drains it.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Leonard to Paul George. Has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Kuzma. They go down to Davis. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Leonard. Fires the 3. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Kawhi Leonard with a chance at a 4-point play. Shooting 80% in this contest. LeBron into the front court. His guys down 3. And Cousins throwing it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. LBJ with it. To Cousins. Whoa! What a finish!
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Across the timeline comes James. The deficit now up to 5. Screen coming. Kuzma. Tough matchup against George. To Davis. And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
For the Lakers, number 1, Kentavious.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. George. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. Second and 3, got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. LeBron with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Caldwell Pope. That won't go. To James. From long range. Off the mark. No good. Cousins. Davis. It's good for 3.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. Tonight, he's shooting 88% from the line. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. 3 for 3. Nice. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Fires the 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Paul George to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. He's shooting 91% from the foul line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Caldwell Pope to Cousins. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, this player struggled early because he was always trying to beat his man off the dribble, pretty much playing 1-on-5. Now the ball is moving around quickly during the perimeter and is finding him on the second and third touches. That's when you attack the score.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. To Leonard. To Beverly. Beyond the arc for three. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Shakes free and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Davis. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. It's LA Clippers ball. Williams. Davis. Deep two there, won't go. Leonard. Down low George. Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. And a putback slam. He'll let one fly from half court. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Williams. Well defended. Nice pass to set things up. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Danny Green matched up with Paul George. For 3, And it's Zubac with the rebound. To George. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
George to Williams. Lou Williams. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
The assist from
James to Cousins. Shot from the lane won't go. Williams across the timeline. The lead is 15. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed, you're being efficient with your jump shooting, your passes are crisp, you're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And he converts on the free throw. To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Leonard. And there it is. We expected it. Foul number 6. He's gone.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
That boy got jumpers.
number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. To Davis. Goes to the left side. Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
James to Danny Green. James. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time. Around the perimeter to Davis from long range. And the Clippers with the rebound. To Leonard. LeBron James.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Kawhi Leonard with a chance at a 4-point play. He's been steady, 90% at the line. To Davis. Mo Harkless sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lakers ball. James. To Harkless. George. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his follow through.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter.
To Davis. Good. Off a spin.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Danny Green. Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Caldwell Pope. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Cousins to Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. It's a second. One more coming.
Oh, yeah, get your money, get your money.
Knocks down all 3 at the line. And Cousins throwing it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. He's shooting 86% tonight. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew,